Honorable President Trump, and distinguished members of Congress. The general election held in the Republic of Korea on April 10th of 2024 has been revealed to be a completely fraudulent election. Just as election fraud has become a significant issue in the United States, the situation in Korea is no different. China is illegally interfering in elections not only across Asia, but throughout the entire world. Thus, election fraud is no longer a conspiracy theory. It is a fact. From this moment, we will take a look at the evidence of the election fraud that took place in Korea. First and foremost, expert opinion substantiates this point. Dr. Jang Jae-yeon, the leading data processing expert in Korea, asserts that election fraud was undoubtedly caused by manipulation of the Electoral Commission's computer systems. Specifically, many irregularities were found in the early voting results. Despite the People Power Party's success in more regions on election day, the Democratic Party's strong early voting lead turned the tide in numerous areas. A notable example is the election outcome in Hanam. Despite the fact that candidate Lee Yong of the People Power Party won in all districts except for one, candidate Chu Mi-ae of the Democratic Party was elected. This result can be understood only as the product of early voting manipulation. From a statistical standpoint, early voting results should show a pattern similar to that of election day voting. Experts unanimously agreed that a gap of more than 10% between early voting and election day voting is abnormal. The second issue highlights the National Election Commission's lack of ethics and security vulnerabilities. In terms of both morality and security, the NEC of South Korea is notably deficient and vulnerable. It was revealed that over the past decade, the NEC committed at least 1,200 cases of hiring corruption and recorded the lowest security score among all national agencies. An institution that should be the most ethical and have the most rigorous security measures turned out to be the most unscrupulous, with severe security loopholes. In fact, a simulated hacking test conducted by the National Intelligence Service succeeded 6 out of 7 times. Additionally, the NEC demonstrated shockingly poor security practices, such as having 12345 as their password, practically inviting hackers in. Evidence also points to hacking attempts from North Korea. The third issue involves the suspicious nature of the ballot papers. In Korea, it is a standard procedure for voters to fold their ballot papers before inserting them into the ballot box. However, large stacks of perfectly flat ballot papers with no sign of folding were found. In response, the NEC released a bizarre explanation video claiming that the ballots were made of a special type of paper that could return to its original state after being folded. However, paper specialists quickly refuted this claim, claiming that no such paper exists. The NEC subsequently deleted the explanation video. Moreover, other suspicious ballot papers were found, including ballots stuck together, ballots of different colors, and ballots of varying lengths. The fourth point underscores the flaw in the ballot boxes and seals. This video reveals that the ballot boxes were so poorly constructed that its lid could be opened without tampering with the official seal. Furthermore, the seals intended to prevent election fraud could be effortlessly peeled off, with some ballot boxes showing evidence of seals being removed and reapplied. Fifth, there was the unusual case of Free Unification Party getting 0 votes. FUP created a stir during the April 10th general election. However, it only received 2.26% of the vote and failed to win any seats. Finding this suspicious, the party conducted its own full-scale investigation and uncovered numerous anomalies. There were polling stations where votes were cast, but the party received 0 votes. This was not a singular occurrence. Hundreds of such stations were discovered across the country. For example, at the Busan Jingu First polling station, 36 people submitted voter verification certificates stating that they voted for FUP. Moreover, as FUP already had representation in the National Assembly, it was assigned number 8 on the ballot. However, as you can see in this photo of the ballot boxes, the number 8 was skipped, and the 9th ballot box immediately follows the 7th, This serves as clear evidence that the Free Unification Party was deliberately classified under other and invalid votes. Additionally, we captured footage of ballots being shredded in a basement, indicating efforts to erase evidence. Yet in 2016, Austria conducted a full re-election 3 months later after discovering just 5 torn-off postal ballot seals during the presidential election count. However, despite the numerous pieces of evidence of election fraud, the political circles and Korean media have treated them as conspiracy theories. This is why President Yoon risked everything by declaring an emergency martial law, ensuring that the issue of election fraud in Korea reached not only its citizens, but also the global community. As a result, many citizens have come to learn the truth about the election fraud, and a massive national resistance movement is underway. As the leader of this national resistance movement, I have a duty and responsibility to inform the world about the injustice prevalent in South Korea. As a pastor who has dedicated 50 years to serving, I cannot excuse the anti-state forces behind this deception. Therefore, 10 million citizens will gather at Gwanghwamun Square, standing for the will of the people to assert their right to resistance. During this struggle, I have faced imprisonment on 3 occasions, with left-wing groups continually pursuing legal action to eliminate me. Yet, I will never yield. Without a doubt, Gwanghwamun will bring the Republic of Korea back to its true foundation. Sincerely, Reverend Chung Kwang-hun.